Hey everybody, it's Brooke with the Buttered Home. Welcome to my messy kitchen. Today we have a kids of all ages family favorite recipe to share with you today. We have our recipe for Italian Crescent Casserole. Y'all, this thing is lovely and beautiful and it smells so good, and it's easy in less than 30 minutes. So stay with us, we'll be right back. Okay, we have our oven preheated to 350 degrees, and now I'm just going to brown a pound of ground beef. I'm using a lean ground beef, but use whatever you choose. You can use ground turkey here or even ground chicken if you wanted to make it a little healthier. We're going to season that a bit with a little salt and a little pepper, probably about a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of each. And let that continue to brown and then drain it off. But first we're going to add some basil. About a quarter of a teaspoon of dried basil. You can either season the beef while it's cooking or after it gets done cooking. That is your choice and your preference. Now that we have all of our ground beef browned, I'm just going to strain it off and get rid of the cooking liquid. Now back to the same pan, I'm adding the ground beef back in and a cup of your favorite marinara or pasta sauce. You can use homemade or you can use your favorite brand. I'm probably using store brand because I'm cheap like that. Give it a good mix. Now to a lightly floured surface, we're going to get our crescent dough ready. I have two 8-ounce packages that I have taken out of the package. And yes, all those seams can be cumbersome, but we're going to lay these out flat and then pinch the seams together and use our rolling pin to help get everything nice and uniform. So just get those nice and stretched out in a single layer. If they come out in 4 pieces like mine did, I overlap them a bit and then I just pinch those seams together using my fingers to get the process started. The rolling pin will help speed that up. Now there's the last piece into one large section of dough. You can make any last minute adjustments here or do like I'm about to do and get that prepped rolling pin ready to get things all nice and smoothed out. Little flour on that rolling pin and she just presses everything together. And you can make adjustments as needed with your fingers. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just get it as close to one sheet as you can. Pinching as you go helps kind of get everything together. Then I roll it onto my rolling pin and get my pie plate and gently roll it across the top. Now we're not going to trim this off because this is going to be real rustic looking. We're just going to press it down into the pan. If it comes apart, don't worry. It's all going to cook together nice and uniform. Just get it pressed down into the pan. Then we add in a little bit of shredded mozzarella. This recipe calls for 2 full cups, so we put a little bit in the bottom first. Then we add in our meat and sauce mixture right over the top. We spread that out into a single layer, making sure all the bottom is covered. And then we add in the rest of our mozzarella cheese on top of this. Now just take those extra ends and fold them over so it looks like a rustic tart almost. This doesn't have to be pretty either. The whole thing will be pretty once it gets done, trust me. And you don't have to worry about those seams either. If they're apart, it doesn't matter because we are about to cover them with the rest of that 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. But leaving it slightly open in the middle like that will allow for steam to escape and everything to get cooked through. This will go into that 350-degree oven for 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, so here it is. It's gorgeous. I did about a 35-minute cook time just because I wanted my cheese on top just a little more brown, but the crescent portion got done beautifully. So this is one of those recipes that you can totally get your kids involved in the kitchen. We think it's a fabulous way, and it's also an easy meal that you can make some of the components ahead of time. Like you could do the ground beef ahead of time and then whip this up another night after you get that done. And I'm making one more mess trying to get it out. But you can serve it, you can dip it out with a spoon, or you can cut it like a pie like I did. But let me just show you. I mean, we have that beautiful crescent dough that, I mean, if you tried to make that yourself, you would spend a lot of time rolling and buttering and all that kind of stuff. And that can be done. It can. But you can also take a shortcut like we've done to have a really nice weeknight meal. Now let's give it a taste. Now that's better than just regular old spaghetti to me. I mean, it just is. Now, I like pasta, and there's no replacement for pasta, really. But this is fun, and this is easy, all in one pan. And it's beautiful. It's kind of rustic looking, and it's kind of it's a casserole, but it's non-traditional. So this would also make a great food gift as well if you have a friend or a neighbor who's been sick or who has just had a baby, all kind of things. This is a great food gift to give. Easy, cost-effective, and delicious. So this recipe, like all of our others, can be found over at thebutteredhome.com. Has a nice printable recipe card with room in the margins where you can make this recipe your own. There's all kind of things you can do to this to jazz it up a little bit, and we hope that you will do that. And there's room for you to make those notes on that free to you printable recipe card. So check that out. If you make it, let us know if you love it. We love pictures of your food, so send those my way. Also, make sure you're following us on all of our social channels. We have a real good time. We pop in live from time to time. You never know what we're doing at the Buttered Home. And as always, if you want all of our videos in one convenient place, head over to YouTube, search for the Buttered Home, and when you find us, hit that subscribe button and ding the bell so that you can be notified when we drop new videos like this one. Well, Wit should be here any minute. So I can't wait for him to have this. He's gonna say, num num num. That's his favorite word to say when that boy likes to eat. So he'll really enjoy this. As always, from the Buttered Home to your home, we sure love y'all. Bye.